Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2022 Genesis GV70 3.5 liter. Customer complained malfunction light is on and the vehicle is shaking or vibrating while at idle. We got 25,000 kilometers on our odometer right now. So let's just scan it for codes. I took this from the parking lot and I verified that it's misfiring. So let's just quickly check. I'm just gonna go straight to our engine control or ECU and see what code we have there. Okay, we got one code. We got cylinder number 1 misfire detected. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to their current data and let's just confirm, is it really cylinder number 1 that's misfiring, no other cylinders. We gotta check also our oxygen sensor or a fuel trim. They call it fuel adaptation in this one on the OEM scan tool. So let's check that and see what's going on. But during first startup, I'm thinking already that could be, if there's nothing wrong with its spark plug, ignition coil, it could be the injector. This is a dual injector. We got the GDI and the multi-port. So okay, so we got some data here. As you can see here, our auto sensor bank to linear, it's reading 10 volts. That's their normal reading, right? I know it's very not ordinary that we see like a 0.1 to 0.9, but the only thing we can do is we go to the OBD2 side. At least there it's gonna be a different numbers, because this one, it's based on the manufacturers what they want, right? So I'm just gonna grab injection time here, 1 and 2, just grab that. And then what else do we have here? Here, fuel adaptation, we say at idle, and it was misfiring at idle, so we're just gonna grab the idle part, bank 1 and bank 2. Alright, so we have a comparison. And then we got some correction value here. Let's also grab that. That's 1% right now. And then we're gonna get our misfiring data. So we're gonna go grab cylinder number 1, number 3, and then damaging part misfiring data will be 1 and then 4. Okay, let's graph that, and then let's start the vehicle. Okay, as you can see there, cylinder number 1 is counting here 67. Our lambda correction, compare bank 1 bank 2, it's 1.2 compared to bank 2 1. It went just 1 earlier. It changed. Okay, fuel adaptation is 1.4. So let me try raising the RPM, and what does it do. Okay, there's still a misfire there. I don't know why it stops counting. I can feel the misfire. I think you can see that in the camera, that the whole vehicle is shaking. Injection time number 1 0, number 2 1.6. I think it's because of misfire. It shut off that injector. Okay, so I guess that's why we don't have anything here right now. Okay, let me turn this off. Let me just stop this guy here, because earlier we saw something very lambda correction. So this one 1 to 1.239, so it's trying to add fuel when it's misfiring. What's going on here? Adaptation. So nothing. Okay, we know that cylinder number 1 is misfiring right now, so let's go to our OBD2 side. At least maybe the data there is more easy to read. Order DTC, and it says here P0301. Go to our current data. Click our fuel status. Short term bank 1, long term bank 1, short term bank 2, long term bank 2. And then what else? Maybe we'll grab an oxygen sensor. So this is the rear sensor for bank 1, rear sensor for bank 2, and for the sensor for the upstream we're gonna use current or equivalence ratio, but it doesn't matter. Current, let's do current, and this guy. Let's graph that, and then let's start this vehicle. So right now it's still misfiring right now. Short term bank 1, as you can see there, the highest on our reading is 26%. Long term was the highest, was 4%. Okay, so it's trying to add fuel during those times. So either our fuel injector is not firing. Let's try again. No. Why didn't I need to see it? Got stuck. Let's go back. I'm just gonna focus on our fuel trim right now. Short term graph. And let's watch this. Start at 0 first. Engine started. What happened? Why is not? Okay, let's try this. There you go. See that it jumps up high, 21%. I think the computer thinks that it's not doing anything at all. I think it's just gonna shut off the injector, and now it goes back to 0 because he doesn't want to do the fuel control anymore, because there's definitely something wrong. So now the way I see this, every time with this high fuel trim correction, I go to the injector, right? But let's do visual check first. Let's locate our cylinder number 1. I believe it's gonna be our driver's side, or is it driver's side? Or is it gonna be on the passenger side? Let's check here. Cylinder number 1. Engine electrical. Oh, what happened? No, okay, let's go to the computer and look for cylinder number 1, but I think cylinder number 1 will be on this side here. Okay, so we're under the hood. Let's just open this guy up. Okay, I guess I need to remove our, because the bank 1 is this side. That's bank 2. I see something in here. I see some coolant that's leaking. Okay, there's some leaves there, so I think I need to remove that air box there first. Here's our ignition coil number 1. This is where our injector. Okay. The question is, can we access that connector? Looks like no. Can we? Or can I back probe it? Okay. Maybe we can back probe it and see. We got white and black there on our injector. This guy here. Maybe back probe it, compare with number 3, is 135. So for ignition coil here, nothing suspicious. So let me grab my multimeter and back probe pins. Let's back probe that and see what resistance value we have. Okay, so I'm gonna back probe that. I think I need to remove the main. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect our main connector here for our injector, right? There's also an option here. You can also use pins here, but let's just go straight here. If we can back probe this guy. There, so we got 2.6 there. That's good. I'm just gonna go to our other injector. I should expect also 2.6. Okay, same thing, 2.8. So which one is the one that's misfiring? But for sure it's a fuel issue, because you can see the fuel trim was like 20%. He wants to add fuel, and this is cylinder number 1, unless it's gonna be our multi-port. So let me look for a multi-port injector. So our multi-port will be this guy, this one. And I think the best way to check that, because it's all crowded in there, I'm gonna unplug this. Let me plug this back in. Unless our resistance or coil on the injector is good, but it's just stuck, right? So let me remove this. This is for a multi-port. Now I have to look for the pins for this guy. Let me go to the wiring diagram first quickly. So So let me just back of this guy here. If we can't really find anything here, I guess I'm gonna use my scope and see what's really going on. Okay, so we're reading 15.4 ohms. Now if I'm gonna go, because this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to other part of that connector. 15.4, right? Still the same. 15.3. Okay, so it's not the coil itself that's failing, the injector, but it looks like an injector issue. But before we go further, right, let's quickly check our spark plug here and see. I'm just gonna remove cylinder number 1 spark plug. Yeah, 10 mm. Remove and just let's physical check how it looks like. There's our ignition coil for cylinder number 1. So now I just need to remove that spark plug. So I'm using a, what this size is this? 916. I think this is a 916, the same as the GV80. There are a little bit smaller type of spark plug. And it's on an angle, so I need a longer one. So be careful, especially installing a new one. Be careful because it's an angle. Oh, that's too long, huh? Okay. Looks like this is perfect. What's that? Oh! Okay, what do we have here? There's our spark plug. It's bad. So it won't fire like this. I hope I have another like this. Let's see what we'll have. Because I don't know if this one's gonna still fire. But the way the fuel thing is saying lean, it's adding fuel. So I wonder what's going on in there inside. My next option would be, because it's still misfiring after that, after it's stable the idle, so it's not the direct injector, and it's misfiring because after the few seconds of idling, the direct injector will shut off and the multiport will start running. I guess I have to see what's going on our multiport, or maybe I'll just go first and see what's really going on when it misfires, right? But we know that we got a issue here in our spark plug, but what caused this, that's the other question. Okay, here's our old one. I grab a new one. I'm gonna try to install this and see again our fuel trim, and if it's still bad, we're gonna try to continue this in the morning because this is the end of the day. So I'm just gonna quickly install this and see how it does when we monitor the data. Okay, so I grab same thing, short term bank 1, short term bank 2. Let's try starting this. Okay, I don't feel any shaking. That's good. That's weird. Okay, there you go. It jumped to 5. This guy just jumped to 0.9. And then it went to minus. That is very, very weird. Okay, now I can feel the misfire now. Okay. There's a misfire there. So I wonder if it's our multiport injector. Let me go to our OEM side. Oh, I just want to see if it's still misfiring, or I'm just feeling that it's just shaking. So cylinder number 1, 2, 1, 4. I'm gonna graph that. Let's start again. Okay, it looks like I think it's still a direct injector still running. So let's wait until it's stable. Okay, now it's stable. Where is it percentage? Did I choose the wrong one? 1, 2, 1. Okay, what happened here? No misfire counts, but my check engine light is on. So let's see what's the code here right now. Five codes. Circuit open. Oh, I didn't plug it? Okay, let me plug that back in. Okay, so it was not really plugged in correctly. So that's why I guess it didn't do anything. So I'm just gonna clear the code. And let's go back again. Data. Engine. Okay, here. So number 1, number 2, 1, and 4. Graph. Let's start this. I don't really feel any shaking right now. Okay, there you go. So number 1, there's just a misfire there. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna continue again tomorrow and see. Maybe we'll try to see what's going on inside that hole there. Because as of right now, we saw that there's slight misfire there, but I have to like rev the engine or raise the RPM. But right now, oh, there you go. There's a misfire again, number 1. So now we have to monitor that and see. So I'm just gonna tell my advisor I have to continue tomorrow morning. Alright guys, so we're back with this GV70 with a cylinder number 1 misfire. Next day, I hook up our scope. I hope I can get some captures with our cylinder number 1 and 3 for a secondary. So I'm just using a relay there. And for our yellow trace will be our multi-port injector, and the green one I just hook up on our direct injector low side. So, and I also pull up our current data here for our scan tool and see if this guy will start misfiring, because yesterday it didn't misfire during idle, but it just misfire a little bit of miss when you raise the RPM, right? So let's see, and I'm gonna record the scope and start the vehicle. So far this is our capture on our scope. I need to stop this. The green one, that's the direct injector. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is, let's play this. Okay, so the yellow trace is still not firing yet. Still the direct injector is just firing. Right now the green. The yellow is not doing anything at all yet. I guess it's waiting for it to... What voltage is this? 12? Maybe I was on the power side. Okay, let me change. Oh, there you go. So you can hear that. I can hear it in the engine. It changes now. So let me just stop this quickly. Maybe save it. So we see that the yellow didn't fire at all. That's the multi-port, and then it fired here. So that's our waveform on our injector, right? And then that's our GDI on the green side. So I'm gonna check here. So far I don't see any misfire here. So let me... Okay, so injection time, as you can see there, I think that's our multi-port, okay? No misfire yet. Okay, so I just saved our capture. I'm gonna play this. It's been running for a while now. Our direct injector should not run, but it's still running there. Okay. I thought it's gonna shut off. I thought it's gonna shut off and the MPO will be running only. So I have to adjust this red one to get a good capture. Okay, so I got this capture here. Blue is our cylinder number 1. Red is cylinder number 3. Yellow is MPI, and green is the direct injector. So far the vehicle is not misfiring. So we're gonna go raise the RPM and see if it can also capture the scan tool. I'm gonna zoom in more. Okay. So the blue is cylinder number 1, Number 3 is the red one. They're almost the same, right? Oops, why is not moving? Okay. And then the yellow is our injector, number 1, MPI. And what I'm looking for is the hump, because that's the indication that the injector closed, right? Because this is a voltage waveform. So I'm gonna go in more, and you can see there's a slight hump there on our waveform. So meaning that injector opens because it closed on this waveform, right? And then for our direct injector, I'm just gonna show you guys, because it also opens. Here, there's our injector here for GDI, and we can see a slight bump there also in our voltage waveform. So at least that one is opening because this is a closing waveform. So yeah, let's see here if we can find something else. Oops, that's too much. And here's our secondary waveform. So far it look the same, right? As you can see there, as I said, the car is not misfiring right now. So one way of indication that I'm thinking about if there's an issue with the injector, especially not, spraying enough fuel, or this end tail of this waveform is gonna go high up, right? And if it's too rich, it's dumping too much fuel, instead of you have an end here, it's just gonna slope down. So that's your indication if you have a rich condition or a lean condition. Okay, so I'm gonna raise the RPM and see if we can get some misfire here. So right now, no misfire. Okay. Okay, so far there's no misfire. What we're gonna do next is we're just gonna go back. Let's go to the OBD2 side. Let's see our fuel trim there. So let's see. I'm just wondering what made that spark plug look like that. All right. It's dark color black, so most likely it's like rich condition. So bang 2. Right now we're reading -14. I'm gonna raise the RPM. Okay, bang 2 -15. Our concerned bank, which is the misfiring cylinder number 1, is bank 1, but they have a different numbers here. I'm gonna raise the RPM. Short term -10, bank 2, bank 1 looks good, but the bank 2 is -13. How's our oxygen sensor? Oxygen sensor reading on both banks almost the same, 750, 740. And the upper portion of the sensor, or sensor 1, let's see what we have here. sensor current bank 1, minus 0.04, bank 2 sensor 1, minus 0.02, so almost the same. How about the equivalence ratio? 0.99, 0.99. So maybe this short term between these two, bank 1, bank 2, they have a difference at least 5, 6. Maybe they're still adjusting because of the misfire from before, right? So, but the important thing right now is I don't feel any misfire. The question is why that spark plug looks like that, right? So I don't see anything out of ordinary injector side. I thought one will be stop firing and causing for a misfire, right? But as of right now, it's running well. So I'm just gonna end this as of right now. No more misfire. I'll replace that spark plug, and I guess we'll keep monitoring. Advise the customer to keep monitoring and see. Maybe there's an injector that's kind of failing, but as of right now, not failing at all. And I saw on the scope capture to make sure that the inputs there going to the injector is present electrically, right? So I don't know mechanically inside the injector itself that something is not working there correctly, either the MPI or the direct injector, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Not much of it. I just showed you my capture on the scope, what to look for, and the way I see it between the cylinder number 1 and number 3, secondary waveform or ignition, they're the same. So, and as I told earlier, the engine right now is not misfiring. So yeah, once if there's a issue again, I will update you guys. If not, I guess this is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that spark plug. And yeah, thanks again for watching. See you next time.